As you see that I have to wait for 4 years to get the PhD admission at the place of my choice. When you study abroad, first thing you have to do, choose your country. Whether you want to do US or Germany or UK. Then after choosing the country, you have to choose the universities you want. And how you will choose the university? You will go to the QS World Ranking. From there you will get top universities. Also you have to look at the research area they are pursuing. You have to look for whether they have a professor who is working in the area you are interested in or not. If they are not, then don't apply to the university. Because it doesn't make sense just to apply to get a PhD. PhD is for a specific field. So then after choosing look at the application requirement. Some university put a cutoff for GRE, some put for TOEFL. Like in US, mostly university, if you have a TOEFL is an English test, score less than 90, then it's very difficult to get that in US. But in Germany, that is really an acceptable level, because in Germany, you can apply, you can get the job, even if you have something more than 80, like 85 or 86. Okay, so after looking at the university, first thing is not the application. First thing is contacting the professor and asking him about whether he has vacancy or not. Because it may happen that a professor has already 4, 5 or 10 PhD students and he don't have space for more. So you should not waste your money, because some university charge you a fee for application. Then contact the professor, and this thing is extremely vital because this is your first point of contact. We call it networking letter. So networking letter is very essential part of your PhD application. So now I will talk about the United States PhD requirement. So there are a lot of students who ask the question that I have GPA with 7.5 or I have a GPA with 6.5. Will I get admission to US universities or not? And the answer is we cannot say that, because in the United States your overall profile matters. And in overall profile, the first priority is your research experience. The more research experience you have, the more chances you will get. And if you have publication, then that's on the next level. Second important thing is the statement of purpose, or personal statement. And this one you have to write why you are motivated to do PhD. First thing, why that university. Second thing, why this particular professor. Okay, so you have to give example of what paper of that professor inspired you or attracted you to apply for this PhD. Okay, so that is what you have to write in the statement of purpose. I do have a sample statement of purpose which I wrote in my desk. I will show you guys in 2 minutes. And networking letter I will also show you. So then there comes the test scores. This is the fourth priority. GRE subject, some university want it, some university don't. GRE general, almost all the university want it. And then English level test. For English language test, you either take TOEFL, which is test for excellency in foreign languages, or you can go for IELTS. IELTS is mostly based on UK rather than US, and TOEFL is a US-based company. There are some universities which don't accept IELTS, like Stanford University. They want you to give them TOEFL. They will not accept IELTS. Okay, and similarly, some universities waive GRE. There's a list of universities which you can find online. Those universities which waive off GRE. But you will find that most of the universities are low rank, which are waived on GRE. Because they need students as well. Okay. So now this is also my first point of contact with Professor Aliah. So what you have to do, initially you will introduce yourself, like the way I have to do that I am aspiring to join did not talk about that project because that will take me more time. And then I asked him, I told him about, because I have publication. So you have to mention your publication. You have. Then mention them. And after that, I told him that I did this paper based on gamma ray determination of universe star formation. This was actually a historical paper of my supervisor, which gave him good faith because they were able to measure the age of the universe based on gamma rays coming from the star. It was 2018 paper. I found that paper on Twitter. That was the reason why I sent it to you. And then I mentioned other bit. So you have to mention 2 publications from the supervisor, saying that okay, I have read these papers and I have interest of doing something similar. That is exactly what I did. And then I told him to consider me for his PhD position and let me know if he has any suggestion or not. Then looking forward to hearing soon. And then make sure to give your signature. Thank you sincerely. This is crucial. Don't forget this. Okay, so once I send this email, then I get a response from him saying that yeah, I can apply. And he told me to mention his name in the statement of purpose. That statement. So this is before application. Before applying to the university, first contact the professor. If the professor is not giving you a response, after 1 week, send him a reminder. And if he still is not or she is not giving any response, then don't apply for that university. That is an indirect no. And if you get a response, that means your 40% work is done. Because if a professor is interested in taking you, then no one else can stop. As long as he has funding. Otherwise, there will be competition. So the thing which goes in your application is your personal statement, your GRE score, your TOEFL score, and the application fee. So in United States, every university has application fee. Some has $90, some has like in India you can see 7,000, 8,000. But there are also some universities which waive off their fees. To get into those universities, you have to attend something called educational fair. So in education fair, the US Embassy here in Kolkata, they organize education fair every year. If you go in education fair, there will be university representatives. They can give you application fee waiver. So that will be a code. If you apply the code, you will not need to submit any money for it. I applied for 5 universities where they have the application fee waiver, and I got 2 out of them gave me the admit there. So I was very desperate to get application fee waiver. That's understandable. If you don't have money, you have to get these things as much as you want. Like even the PhD scholars, we always go for student discount. Although we are not a student, we are in between the student and workers. Okay. So then application process starts. In the application process, you write something called personal statement. Okay. Personal statement is needed at every single university. Doesn't matter whether it's United States or United Kingdom or Singapore, Germany, Italy, France, wherever you apply, you will need this personal statement. Some universities, particularly in UK, they want something called proposal. And in proposal, you have to give an outline like what you want to work on. So first you will say about, okay, I found this problem, this issue existing in the nature, and I have this solution for that, and I'm going to work in this way. So that will call proposal. Okay, so a proposal always comes with an idea, and what is the problem with the idea and how to solve it. So those proposal is required in UK. Most of the time, the professor will tell you to write a proposal. But in US, the proposal is not required. So in the personal statement, you have to write down your interests. What are your interests? What was your project? What was your publication? And why you are interested in this university. That thing you also have to write down. limited number of words. For example, this one was 102 words. I managed somehow. No, this was 1000 words. And I have a proposal written for 3000. Then I have to short it down to bring in the limit. Okay. This is very important. So make sure that you pay proper attention to this. And this is the second part of it. It's the same document, but I was not able to put everything in one slide. So in this one, I have to tell, after telling my research experience, and this is self-praising thing, but you have to do the self-praising. Then I mentioned what research I was interested, which paper I read from 1 to 11, what kind of work I want to do, why I am choosing that professor. So in my case, the reason was that he has collaboration with NASA, he has NASA funding, he has overseas collaboration, and then that thing I wrote it down. And you have to be at the university a little bit, but don't do it too much. Like Aliah University is amazing. I'm dying to get admitted to that. No, that will sound well desperate. That will be enough. So you just give reasoning like the Aliah University is vibrant, you have professor involved in observational, theoretical aspect of this. So it's ideal place for me. And also when you write an email to a professor, don't sound very discouraged. Sometimes it happens like the student mail the professor saying, you are my last one, please take me. That's a no. And the professor will never reply to that. So now we will talk about other countries. UK, Germany, Russia, blah. So for UK, as I say, IELTS is preferred. So always check and ask about funding, because in UK it's pretty common. The supervisor will respond to you and he will say, okay, you write down a proposal, you submit it, and then we will think about the funding. Okay? Be careful with that, because in UK, if you don't get funding and you take admission PhD, you will not graduate in 5 years. Not at all. The supervisor will keep extending your time period, even the university will keep extending your time period, and you will be paying for your PhD. So for that reason, they will keep extending it if you don't have funding. There are some universities which are very famous for doing that. So be careful about that. So if there is funding, then go. Not, then don't. Don't take the risk. I mean, you can take the risk depending on your financial stability. Try will not be perfect. Okay. So in other countries, the PhD is 3 to 4 years without any coursework. There is no coursework. So in the US, the system is similar to India. Like in India, we have 5 years generally, in which 1 year is a coursework, where you will study about a lot of subjects to prepare yourself for the research. And in the US, this is the same. So since in the US, the collection of the student is from different backgrounds. Someone has more level of knowledge, someone has less. Mostly in case of Indians, Indians are pretty strong in theoretical physics. They are absolutely strong. And they have more knowledge than the American student, because they finish their bachelor's and trying to apply for PhD. And Indians finish their master's and then try to apply for PhD. So the knowledge there's a difference between them. So for that reason, they have a coursework where they will teach you basic subjects like classical mechanics, mathematical methods, statistical, thermodynamics, quantum mechanics. They will teach you all this for 1 year. And after 1 year, you have to decide your professor. So, for some university, in the beginning, for example, you are applying for biophysics. Professor chooses you, okay, you are okay to apply for the position. You took the admission, and then you realize that the professor is very pressuring person. He's putting a lot of pressure on you. So, what is the solution? In the US, this is the liberty that you can switch professor. I know a colleague of mine, she switched 3 professors in 1 year. She started working with biophysics and realized that, okay, biophysics is not fine. Then she switched to atomic physics, completely different, but she tried. That she didn't like. And ultimately she comes up to, not comes down, she comes up to condensed matter physics. Because the research in condensed matter is really working in US. Not in academic part of it, but in job market. I will talk about that their basic is different. Their basic is not as strong as Asian. So you will be teaching them in that, and for that you will get paid. So if you are not getting funding from your supervisor, you don't have to worry. The department will give you funding as a teaching assistant. And it is always advised to do teaching assistantship for initial 1 or 2 years, so that you can show in your resume that you have teaching experience. Okay, so that is the coursework is there. But in UK, Russia, and Germany, you don't get coursework because they expect you to come with your master's level knowledge. Because in those countries, the master courses are taught in undergrad. So they have mostly BSNS courses for 4 years. So they already have knowledge about in-depth about this astrophysics. Like, we hardly get astrophysics in masters. I think Devadesha was telling me, yeah, there is astrophysics going on in this university as well. And in my time, it was for only 1 semester and it was general. We did not enter into too much in astrophysics. And that is the same. Actually, the situation is worse than that in India. If you go to Punjab University, there is no astrophysics in the masters because they don't think that people need that. And also, advanced level courses are not. Like advanced atomic and molecular, you can study here, but you don't get that in Punjab University. They do have advanced electronics, but they don't have advanced particle or nuclear. That thing happens in India. So, but that is not the case with those universities. So they expect you to start working the moment you arrive there, so that you finish your PhD in 4 years. And there are really some great universities in close by. And in Germany, there are a chain of universities that's called Max Planck Research Institute. If you get into Max Planck Research Institute, you will have really good amount of publication, really good research, and after the PhD, path is more easier than others. And they are really competitive as well. So if you are applying for the Max Planck, don't do the mistake which I did. So my mistake for Max Planck was when I was writing this letter, I did not have any idea about the statement of purpose, how to write it, how to initiate it. And to get those ideas later, I went to educational fairs and I attended seminar, took notes how to write this. Then I got it. So that was my mistake. Max Planck and Max Planck want you to know a lot of stuff. Like you should really know about your research. It's competitive, but it is possible. And if you get there, the funding is really good. You have to do research, calm and very healthy environment at Max Planck. And in the UK, there is also some good universities, like University of Sheffield is there, Cambridge, a lot of universities. So, but always be careful about that. And in UK, some university requires GRE, the top level university requires GRE, and some don't. Like University of Sheffield, one of my colleagues went to do that. They require GRE. She will be finishing up PhD in 4 years. So it's up to you which part you prefer. You prefer taking more time, like 5 years, finishing in the US, or you prefer taking less time in the UK. But your selection should not be based on this money or time. Your selection should be based on the research they are doing. Because PhD is very crucial part of your research. If you are not interested in the topic, you should not force yourself to do that. Otherwise, you will be just frustrated. And there is no point in living frustration. Okay, so, and also in this country, you have proper work-life balance. Some professors are there who put a lot of pressure. Before joining the university, if you get an admit, suppose you get accepted, then talk to the seniors and get an idea about which professor is pressuring. He put a lot of pressure on his student. Which is not. Even they are there in Clemson as well. Clemson, we have one professor who stand behind his PhD student and watch them working on the lab for several hours. And it's completely quiet, and the person is not working with them, it's out with them. So there are some professors like that. That is also against the university policy. So they get district action against those kind of institutions. as I said, the profile matters. So now how to build your profile? There are broad internship in which you can go to abroad and do projects there. One is the Erasmus Funders program, in which you can do a project for 6 months or 8 months in abroad, and mostly in European countries. And European funding, the funding you will get from Erasmus Funders, they give really good amount. And then there is also some summer internship for those students who are interested in particle physics and electrophysics. You can apply for that. And the most feasible, like easier than these, are doing projects in your undergrad and masters around in India. So in India, in Kolkata, we have SIM summer internship. So this internship is for 3 months. But SIM is very close. So if you start a big project, you will be able to continue that for 1 year with your supervisor. Because you can just, after your class, you can go there and work. Because those people stay, the scientific officers, they stay in their office for like 9 to 10 p.m. So you can apply for that. And the second one is Indian Academy of Science Project Fellowship. 1 year ago, I believe, one student from Aliah contacted me for the study abroad application process, and I advised her to apply for this Academy of Science Fellowship, and she did apply, and she got it. I think her name is Aliah University. Yeah, so she got this Indian Academy of Science Fellowship. In this one, you will go in multiple research institute. You will work there. You will also get paid.
She's working Aliah University.
Yeah, she is in Aliah University. That's really a good place. And if you go in Indian Academy of Science program, there are a bunch of universities listed there. So you have to just apply for that. You can get, because one person from your university got there, so the chances are extremely high. They take a lot of students. And then there is Aliah Summer Research. This is mostly for astro people, Aliah. However, the SIMP makes IAS, Indian Academy of Sciences makes, you will get in all the fields. And then there is TIFR Visiting Student Program. I believe a lot of students know about this because whenever you apply for TFIR exam, they automatically send you an ad for this visiting student program. It also gives you opportunity to collaborate and try to work in better research projects. And you can do the same thing which I did. You can try to go in this university, this institute. They don't offer summer internship, they will not pay you, but you can at least get the research exposure. If you get publication, then that's like I did in the VCC. You can also go for VCC, National Institute, and Kolkata. You can try to contact with the professors there. And my reason to go for those workshops was to find people. I wanted to work with one person from Kolkata. Unfortunately, he didn't.